What is up, SmackNPie? SmackNPie here, and welcome back to another Dark Deception video, ladies and gentlemen. I know this setup looks a little bit different, it looks a little bit weird, not gonna lie to you. But forget all of that, because today we are going to take a look at the recently uploaded new teaser, well, you could call it teaser, for Chapter 4 on Glowstick Entertainment YouTube channel that they uploaded just a few hours ago that contains none other than the Reaper nurses, or just nurses level from Chapter 4. It's 44 seconds. I'm gonna react to that in this video. Plus, we're gonna do a little bit of breakdown, and I'm just gonna give you my thoughts on what I think is gonna happen in this nurses level and whatever. So we might have to postpone the Joy Gang portal level video for tomorrow. I know. Listen, guys, we have to adapt as we move on. So you know what? We're not gonna waste any more time. Without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so we are at this Dark Deception Reaper Nurse voice reveal. It's just uploaded a couple of hours ago. And also, my comment just got buried, unlike last time. Anyways, let's take a look. Okay, Glowstick Entertainment. You can hear...
Well, speak of the devil.
Huh?
Looks like he just walked in. Ooh, and he's a looker, too.
No!
I'll get back to you shortly, okay? Bye-bye now. Do
Huh?
you want to become one of our new patients? I just
yes.
need to take a small blood sample. You're not afraid of needles, are you? It might be comforting to tell you that your death will be quick and painless, but that will be a lie.
Hold
After all,
up.
we can get a bit carried away while performing our duties. However,
Hey.
I can promise you one thing.
What is
You'll
it?
never see it coming. Here, have a pill. Lord Malik sends his regards.
What was that? What in the world was that? Anyways, so that was Dark Deception Reaper Nurse. I thought there will be Big Nurse voice reveal as well, because in the thumbnail I thought that it is the Big Nurse. But this is not how I expected the Reaper Nurse voice to be. Because when you take a look at her legs, hey, stop, chill that. We're gonna get to that in just a part. If they zoom in on the neck part, I thought it would be a little bit of, a little bit of sound in their voice, because it just makes sense from a design perspective to be like that. I'm not mad or sad or anything. I'm actually really surprised. I mean, of course, it's Tara Strong, ladies and gentlemen. What did you expect? The amazingness was bound to happen sooner or later. And let's take a listen to the dialogues, because I was super focused on the environment overall. I was hearing the background noises as well. But let's take a listen and see what she's actually saying. Let's take a pause.
Well, speak of the devil. Looks like he just walked in.
Okay, well, speak of the devil. Looks like you just walked in. What? That, from a story perspective, it could make sense, but I can't wrap it around my head. So basically, whenever there's this voice acting, I always think of them as, while the level is actually playing itself, then these lines come into play. I could be 100% wrong, but when I think about the voice acting, when I think about these characters and they're saying whatever they're saying, like Agatha in the Elementary Evil, when you're running around, you only then see or hear their voice lines that they have to say in the game, which in this case is Reaper Nurse. She's saying, speak of the devil, looks like you just walked in. It's not adding up to the story element. Have we just seen her for the first time? Is this from a specific point? Is this from the beginning of the level? Is this from the beginning of the chapter or whatever? Are we having a cutscene here? I really hope we have cutscene like last. I really want cutscene with these characters, specifically Reaper Nurse. You can also hear this teent thingy. You get my point when I'm trying to say teent. You can also hear the sound effects in the background, so it makes it look like, okay, this is a tense situation. It's building up towards that, and I really like this theme, and I can get now why people actually really like the nurses level. But let's keep on going.
He's a looker, too. I'll get back to you shortly, okay?
Oh, okay, so we have flirt in here. Hey, Reaper Nurse. You don't look like... Okay, I need to stop. So, of course, there's some flirtation to her character as well, as expected. So, she said he's a looker too, of course, saying that I'm handsome, which I'm not. I have seen the protagonist's model. Maybe that is cut at this point, but I have seen the protagonist model. He doesn't look like a looker from any perspective. All he looks like is looker. You look at him. I don't want to look at that face.
Bye-bye now. Do you want to become one of our new patients?
Well, with that voice, I
You
really
need
want to
to
become one of her
shut the
patients.
I just need to take a small blood sample. You're not afraid of needles, are you?
Absolutely. Needles were one of my most scared and afraid thing of all time. That doesn't make it scared and afraid thing of all time, but that doesn't make any sense. Can we cut that part out, please?
No.
No? Okay. But yeah, now this one makes sense. You can definitely feel and imagine this line when you're running around in the asylum. You can actually imagine them saying this line while they're chasing you, just like Agatha when she used to say, "Scared of a little girl?" Okay, that
Bruh.
was horrible. I now know why I don't have talent.
It might be comforting to tell you that your death will be quick and painless, but that will be a lie.
See, this also makes sense. She said, your death will be quick and painless, but that will be a lie. So, of course, that makes sense that they want you to suffer. This is even more confirmation. These portals, these nightmares, are for us to suffer for what we have done in the past with our family. And now we are suffering for the sins that we had done. Not we. When we say we, I mean protagonist. Doug. Freaking Doug. Who likes Doug anyway? We are in an unfortunate situation that we have to play as. Nobody likes Doug. Trust me on this one. And if you do, you got problems. I need to fix that.
After all, we can get a bit carried away while performing our duties. However, I can promise you one thing.
Oh,
You'll never see it coming.
I believe this is a foreshadowing towards a surprise attack. Just like Penny the Chicken. Here I come! Surprise! Well, that was horrible as well, but you get my point. This might be another foreshadowing towards surprise attack. Reaper Nurse might not kill you at first, they might stun you, but their stun might come out of nowhere. Like, it might come out of surprise, like she said here. And while they're stunning you, they might get carried away and kill you while you're suffering. I like that.
No,
one.
you're
I
so
really like
dumb.
Here, have a pill. Lord Malik sends his regards.
Ugh. Have a pill? That's not the disgusting part. Lord Malak? What the frick? Look, Lord Malak sends his regards, and then you hear the deed sound, and I'm good. I am good, ladies and gentlemen. I don't need that. Thank you very much. Oh, this story is getting interesting. Oh, hold up. But of course, all jokes aside, that was Star Deception Reaper Nurse voice reveal. Fantastic. Tara Strong, as always. She's talented, she's amazing, and she nailed it with Reaper Nurse. I think, and when I first time I saw Reaper Nurse, I was like, of course, they're gonna go for that voice with a little bit of seduction and a little bit of flirtation in the voice, and Tara Strong is just, she's fantastic. I don't have to sit here and fangirl her over her. Well, that sounds creepy, but I hopefully get my point. But I cannot wait to see Big Nurse as a boss battle. Maybe she's not the boss battle. Maybe there's someone else, a complete different version of Nurse, or maybe not just Nurse, a preacher. Who knows? Maybe a preacher, because since it is Asylum after all. I'm telling you right here. I've said this in my last video as well. Big Nurse is gonna show up every once in a while, and then she'll open doors for some patients that are gonna be screaming and running towards you. But I also believe that they will have timers. They will have timers, so once they get out after Big Nurse appear, they chase you for a while, and then you could use your powers such as telekinesis to trap those patients in the door, or you could trap Reaper Nurse herself for a while, so you could get some shards before she gets unstunned. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that, can we please turn the tables here? Every time we are the ones who get stunned, can we finally get the chance to stun our enemies? Please, I need that. So that was my take on the Reaper Nurse voice reveal and my take on how I believe this level is going to play out overall. Let me know, what are your thoughts on this voice? What are your thoughts on the whole Nurses level? What are your thoughts on Chapter 4, and what do you think it's coming out? With all these teasers coming out left and right with all the new informations, it's safe to say that the Chapter 4 is very close and could come out very sooner than we all are anticipating and thinking. But you know what, that would do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, hit that like button. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button. Become an official member of SmackNPie. Join the Discord server, link in the description. Share this video with your friends. Follow me on Twitter at SmackNPie. You could also follow me on Instagram at SmackNPie. I'm Smack, and until next time, take care and peace.
Cryptic. No.